Greetings, Planeswalkers, and welcome back to another edition of Commander Versus. I'm David. Wait. Who's this?
Who's this? I am Justin Parnell.
Justin Parnell. Look, you lost some weight there.
Yeah, well, what can I say?
Don't tell him I said that.
I don't have the faux. I also lost some hair, so.
I mean,
I'm actually Danny West.
Danny West, back after a long hiatus, back to Commander Versus.
Well,
where'd you go?
Elish Norn and I did a little vacationing.
Oh, yeah, where at this time?
Bahamas.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, booking is tough. You have to be vigilant.
I mean, everyone around her just dies, really.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Glad you had a good time, but welcome back.
Good to be here.
Yeah, so I can beat you again, like I always did before.
That's rude.
But it's the truth. The truth hurts. But anyway, today we've got some sweet Commander decks for you, as always. We decided we'd do a little American throwdown and do some blue-white red, or Raka, if you prefer, versus blue-white red.
Yep.
Today I've chosen everyone's favorite goat girl from Commander 2009, whenever it came out 15 years ago.
I will say she's one of the best legendary goats in the game.
She really is.
Yeah.
Mountain Goat ain't got nothing on her. Zedruu the Greathearted. Let's look.
Rules disaster. Here we go. Let's do it.
So she's a 2/4 for 4 already. Giant Spider stats, not bad. At the beginning of your upkeep, you gain X life and draw X cards. Well, X, the number of permanents you own, but you don't control. That's kind of crazy.
If you picked up Magic yesterday, I wouldn't start with Zedruu.
Probably not. I mean, it's 4 colors, it's 3 colors. I don't even know what's going on in the art. She got some instance burning. But anyway, how are your opponents supposed to get those cards? Like, donate? Bizarre Trader? Oh, her activated ability, where target opponent gains control of target permanent you control.
More than any other video we've done, I know less about what's about to happen to me, and maybe you know about what blah blah.
Blah blah. I mean, I don't know. I just put these cards together.
I'm terrified of this, but I'm pretty excited.
Well, Zedruu often lends herself to a bit of a pillow fort strategy.
Yep.
We kind of want the game to prolong because you're gaining life and drawing cards, and kind of mix up. Across some mayhem. Give people some good things, give people some bad things. You can give your people who are losing, your friends, some of your good permanents and let them use it too. Or you can give some of your opponents bad permanents, of which we'll get into very shortly.
Sure.
So she's a fun, unique general that, you only get to see in this beautiful format.
There are a lot of very, very bad Magic cards that are bulk rares, and Commander is a great home for a great many of them. Perhaps there is no greater champion than Zedruu as far as finding homes for these ludicrously bad Magic cards.
Correct. And let's go and see a couple cards that I will be donating. Well, first off, I want to not die. That's kind of the point. You win by not losing.
Sure.
The Nick Spagnola way of playing Magic. Yes. So here we've got some defensive enchantments. We have Magus or Magus of the Moat. Creature of flying can attack. So I'm not playing Moat because Moat is kind of a dick move, if you will.
It's an off switch for like the entire game at large.
Yeah, the game just stops, slows down. It's kind of on the line of Winter Orb and Ensnaring Bridge and stuff like that.
Yes.
So most creatures will be able to attack. This one, however, is a creature.
Yes.
If you can't kill a creature commander, you deserve to lose.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah. There's no point.
Get out.
So I'm okay with playing cards like Magus of the Moat and not Moat.
Fair versions.
Yeah, versions. And if you have Ghostly Prison, everyone knows what this card does, or at least if you don't, it costs 2 for everyone to attack you.
This pseudo-moat.
Pseudo-moat. It desensitizes, I can't speak, people to attack you and attack other people instead because it taxes their mana.
Yep.
So I want to play that card along with Propaganda, the blue version.
Yep.
From Tempest. It's got a Volrath there in the game.
Old school.
And Karn. And here we have Kazoo, Tyrant of the Cliffs.
Oh my.
From Worldwake, that set with, that was that one blue planeswalker in there, I really don't know.
Kazoo was really the highlight of the set.
He's the chase rare of Worldwake.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's sort of like a Propaganda, but instead, if they don't pay 3, you get an Ogre.
An ogre, the all too common ogre token.
The ogre token, the 3/3 red ogre token, which in theory will be able to block.
Yes.
Or maybe attack back after you take the hit. Who knows? But anyway, don't attack him. He'll get you.
Dangerous man.
Dangerous man. Let's look over here. Here are some enchantments that I want to cast that are removal. See, this deck has a slight enchantment sub-theme because enchantments are often things that come into play, do something, and they just stick around and sit there, kind of like what I do every weekend I'm not working. So these are cards that I can cast as removal and then donate to somebody, and they still do their job just as fine no matter who controls it.
Yep.
So you have Nevermore. Nevermore is you name a card, and that card can be cast. Generally, I'm going to be naming either my opponent's commander or a card that might beat me, such as Cyclonic Rift or Austere Commander or something like that.
It's a catch-all. It's flexible.
It's a catch-all. And it's fun, if you just get the Soul Read and you just name Soul Ring. And
the call shot's great. The call shot's great. Yeah.
Call shots are really what we live for in life.
Yep.
Here we have Face Fetters. It's kind of like a pacifism, except it affects anything, such as planeswalkers or equipment. And then you gain 4 life, and then it sits there.
Yep.
It's okay. And here we have Curse of Exhaustion, one of the rare curses found in Magic. You enchant a player. And that player is under the effects of Arcane Laboratory.
Yep.
Which means they only cast 1 spell a turn.
Rule of law.
You may not think that's a big thing in Commander, but it really is.
It certainly is.
You don't know until you get under the effects of it.
Do you have a Maelstrom Wanderer deck?
I do. I also have a Melik It's a Paragon deck.
Maybe this card is fairly relevant in this format.
It just might be.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
And as a curse, you enchant a player, and it doesn't matter who controls it, that player's still enchanted.
Oh, Zedruu.
And to continue the enchanting player thing, we have Paradox Haze over here.
My mind melts under the pressure of this card.
Yeah, it's a time spiral card, which means nobody knows exactly what it does.
Sure.
And the rules are confusing, and the words are long.
Yep.
But essentially, I get 2 upkeeps.
Yep.
Why would that be good?
Well, Zedruu has a triggered ability, I believe.
Really?
Yes.
When does it function?
I believe it's the beginning of your upkeep.
What if I had 2 upkeeps?
That's terrifying to me.
Double the pleasure.
I thought it was Greathearted.
Double the fun.
Seems
very great.
Rude-hearted.
Kind of like a double whopper, not just a whopper.
Unpleasant.
Unpleasant. So we've got Paradox Haze, and I'm fond of giving things away, like maybe my creatures or whatever. But what if I need a back?
Well, you got to have a safety valve.
And then there's the valve itself, Brand, everyone's favorite League of Legends fire-infused caster.
I pulled this in so many packs when I bought boxes of Ursus Saga back in the day, and I'm glad to see that, 15 years later, this card is finally sleeved up for the first time.
You're old.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And here we have Replenish, which just brings back all my enchantments for value, as the kids say.
For value, yeah.
Value.
Hashtag magic.
Hashtag this card is really unfair.
Yep.
All right, so let's take a look over here. Now, I want to donate things, obviously, like things that have already done the work. But what about donating bad things?
Oh, here they go.
Things that cards were so bad, I don't even want them. Well, here we have Illusions of Grandeur, probably the card that, out of all of them, most people would know. Is this card ever played in?
It was back in, before Star City Games Open Series streamlined the naming of decks. We had ludicrous breakfast cereals and tricks. I believe it was named for this tiny little bunny that you can barely see on the art.
Look at him.
Unbelievable. But yeah, it was a very rude deck that did pretty much exactly what you're going to do, but in competitives.
Yes, and also in this format we have twice as much life as in that other standard format or whatever. Type 2 was probably what you called it back then.
It was way back when.
Type 1?
Yeah. It was Dark Ages. I think it was Type 2, but it was Dark Ages.
Okay.
It's a little fringe extended play, like 95, 96. It was when dual lands were still in extended that long ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so playing cards like Illusion of Grandeur, I don't feel that bad. Sure, I play it, I gain 20 life, and essentially I donated it, and eventually it'll die because of cumulative upkeep.
Yep.
And then they'll lose 20 life, but you start with 40.
Yes.
So it's not a combo, it's a half a combo.
There's also so much big mana in Commander, it's not the death sentence.
It's not.
Yeah,
you can sit around and maybe survive.
It's
or
got
do
some
something.
play.
Yeah. Now, I'm not playing cards such as Celestial Dawn. If you're not aware with that, it makes everything you do white.
Yep.
Like your lands, your mana, your color. But in Commander, if you're not playing white, you can't cast anything.
Yep.
Ever.
Weak.
So you're done.
Yep.
You're dead.
No fun.
Not interested in that.
No, thank
But I'm
you.
okay with Illusions of Grandeur.
I would agree.
Yeah. So here we have another card, which is Vibrating Sphere. Essentially, it makes it when it's not a turn. I don't even know what this card does. If my opponent has it and it's not their turn, his creatures are under the effect of perhaps an Elvish Norn sort of effect, if you will. -0, -2.
I had to look this one up.
I had a reader just now.
Yeah, it's unpleasant.
That's not. I mean, it goes back and forth. That's why it's vibrating.
Yeah.
And
good
here
flavor, good flavor.
Yeah, no, it's good. They really had the flavor down in Ice Ages back then. And here we have my Golem Tribal
That's
set
a great
of the deck.
sub-theme.
Yeah.
I can appreciate some Golem Tribal.
You're welcome. Here we have Grid Monitor and Steel Golem. Essentially, if I donate them, my opponents can't play creatures or artifacts in the form of Steel
Every
Golem.
single card I looked at in your deck, I thought, why would you want... Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finally, the use for bad cards. This is why Magic is the greatest game ever, because of the things you can do like this, where you can make even bad cards good cards. Thank you, Zedruu.
You're welcome, Zedruu.
You stupid goat hippie.
And here we have the 2 cards above it. Opalescence. I got to win at some point. Let's make all my artifacts dudes and kill them.
Yep. Opalescence, and as if we didn't have enough rules nonsense going on, Opalescence is usually fun
I decided to spare the Heliod Opalescence interaction.
Yeah, thank you. That's very kind of you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And here we have Form of the Dragon, one of the coolest flavor spells ever made.
Savor it, kids.
You become a dragon.
You do. And
you just might too.
Because of the strange times that the triggers take place in this enchantment, it's got a lot of play with Zedruu.
It
you can do some goofy stuff.
I'm a dragon. Now you're a dragon. Now you're dead.
What game is this? This is not Magic.
What game? Have you heard of this?
What is happening?
I don't know. But anyway, there's my deck.
There's Zedruu.
Watch 2 links down below after his silly little deck tech, and you can see me beat the crap out of this guy right here.
Please, with your goat hippie. Get her out of here.
Welcome back, Danny.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.